Hey, parents and potential middle school tennis players. This is Mr. Bells. I'll be one of the tennis coaches this year, along with Mr. Linebaugh, who many of you see over at the middle school. With everything that's going on with all the COVID stuff and the transportation and things, we are not going to have a in-person meeting next week in terms of all the kids that would need rides afterwards. So I'm trying to give you all of the information that I can right now, and I'm going to continue to send out stuff to help make things easier for you. So please be patient, listen along, and kind of hear how we go. Currently, right now, we have 60 students and climbing for the number of players that are interested in doing some middle school tennis, and that is awesome. I think fresh air and activity is a great thing to be able to have right now with everything that's going on in our world. What will all the rules look like in terms of what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do, as it is an outdoor sport compared to an indoor sport? That is changing by the day, as something new just came on through the governor's office today. So we're just going to hold on to that. Yes, when/if we are able to get this season in, students will need to have masks on at all times. When that play actually occurs, that's up in the air now. It was that I thought we were going to be able to go without masks, but now it might be that we do have to wear them. Again, it's still up in the air. The best thing I can say is, as I've already made it through a volleyball season and made it through a basketball season at the high school, is you learn to be fluid. You learn to take every day and appreciate every day that you get and go with it there. There's no reason to stress out about anything, because it could change. You could be worried about something and something new is going to happen. Okay, so please be relaxed in your approach to it. Know that this is not a cutthroat season in terms of tennis. Our goal in the middle school tennis program is to get kids out, get kids active, let them play a game that they may fall in love with and play the rest of their lives. Okay, they might find the experience and they're like, maybe I don't want to do this, but we want it to be a good experience. Okay, so here's how some of the things go. First off, 60 plus kids in climbing means that's a lot of kids to have out on the tennis courts at one time. Too many for us. But we don't want to cut sport, but we do want to make it so that you can still do some of the other things. So what we'll probably do is we're probably going to take that whole big pile, we're going to cut it right in half, and we're going to have a Monday, Tuesday group, and we're going to have a Wednesday, Thursday group. And depending on where some of the life schedules are for you and for your family, we'll do that. And then Fridays, what we try and do is we have it open to anybody who's around and available to come for practices. Our competition days are Monday and Wednesday. There is only 7 competitions scheduled right now, plus an end of season tournament. Now, 1 or 2 of those could get rained out, so we don't know what we're going to get. However, when we say a competition schedule, if the weather's nice, we'll play as many matches as we can play until kids from our school and kids from the other school want to stop playing. For those of you who are brand new to this, especially because last year we didn't have a season, middle school tennis usually runs with just a set to 6 or a set to 4. You don't do multiple sets, and in almost all cases we play doubles. With doubles, you get more kids on the court at one time. And it might be that you play a team and that team might be a lot better than you, and you might play a team and that team might be struggling a little bit. We do our best to try and match them up in terms of skill levels and abilities, but it's also the ranges for kids that are coming in are pretty extreme. So again, later on, sometime in the next week or so, please don't send me constant emails. I've got so many things else to do right now. I will update you on it. We will send out a Google form request that you need to kind of fill out, saying you'd rather or need to do Monday, Tuesday nights, or you need to do Wednesday, Thursdays. Okay? Now, with that being said, we want to try and still make it a balance with the other groups. So we're also going to ask about input for tennis. How much tennis have you played? Where's your skill level at? And we might have to tweak a few things afterwards, because we don't want maybe like our top 15 out of 18 tennis players to be playing on a Monday, Tuesday, and then we go play a really good program like a Mattawan on a Wednesday, Thursday, and now all of our kids are just struggling through it because their kids are maybe at a different level than ours. So know that that is something that we might need to switch around, but we're going to at least start with it to the best of our ability for you to choose a Monday, Tuesday, or you choose a Wednesday, Thursday, knowing that Fridays are open for any of the kids to come in and play around on the tennis courts. Okay? In terms of the participation fees, again, you take care of that online through it, but you're probably like, well, wait, when do we practice? Okay, so as of right now, the high school girls program has the tennis courts as the first priority. So that means they have the tennis courts until 4:30. That's for the JV and the varsity, and usually they have enough bodies that they take all 8 courts up. Now, if they have matches that are away, then we can get in right after school and get out on the tennis courts, and that might make it a little bit easier for transportation. However, I do need you to know this, and parents, you need to know this too. The kids are not allowed to stay after school and wait for practices. So when do we get out there? I usually have the kids out there by 4:15, and that way in the first 15 minutes, from 4:15 to 4:30, while the varsity and JV girls are finishing up on their courts, we're able to talk through maybe some tennis strategy, things about life, what's going on, and then we do some warm-ups, some calisthenics, maybe some running, stretching stuff, things that are going to help them physically with it. And then we'll have practice from 4:30 to 5:45, so usually we go for about an hour and a half total, 4:15 to 5:45, and then the kids are out after that. So again, please, when you get the form, and again, I'll send this out later, not right now, get the Google form. It's going to ask you for a bunch of information that'll help us sort the kids through. So, when does our season go? We're going to try and start the Monday after spring break. Okay, so I am planning on actually not being around during spring break, so if you send me a whole bunch of emails you won't get it. But we should be back by that Saturday night, and I will send stuff out Saturday, Sunday, kind of giving you an idea of where you're at on it. So please just be patient with that. Again, practice is Monday and Tuesday, practice Wednesday and Thursday, and then everybody's available on Wednesday. And when do our matches start? Our matches don't start till April 19th. And again, they typically go Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday. However, we have one Monday that we don't have anything, and an extra Wednesday in there, and then something later. Okay? So, hopefully this is a great informational start for you. I'd love to see your kid out. Oh, what should you bring? What should you wear? Dress warm enough. Some of these spring practices, it's amazing. 76 degrees and sunshine, and everybody's loving it. Sometimes it's 42 degrees and the wind is blowing and it's brutal. Okay, so dress for the ability to withstand the weather. Okay. Also know that when I get you out the Google Calendar with all the stuff in it, some of the dates could change. You know, we have a rain out for our varsity tennis match, and all of a sudden they have to be rescheduled, and they're going to bump us. Okay, maybe we have a match and then it's pouring down rain, that gets canceled. So again, just be flexible, be fluid, be hopefully happy with anything that we get to do. As my daughter, who's in 8th grade middle school, Taylor, I believe they only had like 3 volleyball matches all year, but that was 3 more than nothing, and we want to be happy with that. So, good deal. Again, I'm Mr. Bells, Mr. Linebaugh. We will continue to send out information to you so that you have a great idea of what's going on. Hopefully this was very beneficial and helpful. Remember, I'm going to send you out a Google form within the next week, and that'll help gather information for it. No in-person meeting next week.